From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LA Late.
It's a big day here on crypto with your coins going stronger across the board. We'll go over the top cryptocurrency coins for you to invest in, which coins to stay away from, and which are the best performing coins to look at the moment. The market has now shifted with Bitcoin passing that $45,000 threshold and Ethereum passing that $3,000 threshold, which I signaled would be a big change of the market. We're reverting from a bear to a bull market, and a lot of coins are doing big runs right now. But I'm going to show you in this video how we have to look at the next 5 days, specifically between now and Saturday, as an indication of where this market is going. We're on a great path at the moment, reverting from bear to bull, but is this a short-term reversion or a whole market shift? We'll be looking at a lot of coins across the board and understanding whether it's proliferation across the board of all cryptocurrency coins, or whether only certain coins are celebrating this big movement. Bitcoin is up about 4% right now. Ethereum is up about 4% as well. Doge having a nice run, up from about 3 or 4 cents overnight. And then Polygon making a 14-cent run in just a few hours. Very impressive. Aave making about $30 run today. There's Decentraland doing well. SushiSwap doing quite impressively. Synthetic doing nicely. And then AMP not doing well. We'll analyze a lot of coins across the board, going to split screen, and going over that massive crypto regulation in the infrastructure bill. I have all the details and more, and this is Allied and Allied Crypto. How are you? Thank you for joining me on a big day across the board. As Congress battles over competing amendments in an infrastructure bill to regulate cryptocurrency. What's going on? I'll show you all those details. But first, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. Fastest growing cryptocurrency channel. And last night's Overnight's Crypto was our most watched show ever. And the night before that was the most watched at that time as well. So each day we're beating our own benchmark. Thank you. Tell your friends to come on in, come on over and share the videos. Also like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. That legislation on Capitol Hill is inserted into an infrastructure bill to regulate cryptocurrency. There's competing amendments, and those two amendments both deal with the following issue: recording gains on or losses on cryptocurrency positions. Currently, the law says that if you buy cryptocurrency from a third party, they don't have to report your profits or losses. The federal government wants that inserted in the change of the tax code, which would generate revenue for the United States government, because then unreported cryptocurrency earnings that's supposed to be reported by you would be picked up by that third party when they file the tax return. Now, the battle over the amendments is stemming from who and what type of third parties. Now, we understand like a Coinbase and a Gemini and those type of companies would obviously always report your earnings, but should slower or lower down the fish during the food chain, should they be responsible for reporting your profits and losses? And that's where the battleground's going. It's likely that the legislation is going to get to the finish line and become law in some format. That crypto regulation apparently will survive, many believe. So more about that coming up later tomorrow. But boy, let's turn to what's going on with crypto. I had given you 2 benchmarks on one side and 2 benchmarks on the other. I think it's now almost 9 weeks ago, I said that if Bitcoin gets under 2,500, or Bitcoin gets under 35,000, or Ethereum gets under 2,500, we're having another market crash. And we did. That was the 4th market crash. Then in the last week, I said, if Bitcoin gets above 45,000 and stays there, and Ethereum gets above 3,000 and stays there, we're reverting from bear market to bull market. What's a bear market? Where you go down. What's a bull market? Where you go up. We have been clearly in a bear market this entire duration since May. Viewers who bought on hope that things were going up were losing their shirt because the market was devaluing. But the change started to unfold when Bitcoin ran from 29,000 to 40,000. $40,000 is clearly a psychological number for broadcast media. When they say Bitcoin's over 40,000 and staying there, that's great for the market. Then Ethereum really did a beautiful run as well, went from 1,700 to 2,000. But now They're both at a great psychological level, and those numbers at the moment look sustainable. But how sustainable? This first, I want to go over the numbers with you, and then we'll go over the analysis. Let's look at the charts to understand where we are right now. We're in Gemini, which is one of the platforms, and we're going to look first at Bitcoin. So there you go, 45,000 for Bitcoin. How high? How much is it above 45,000? It got to it about here, and it's been holding it relatively well for a few hours. When was the last time it was above 45,000? The last time it was above, it tried to get to 45,000. Well, it got to 45,000 for a blink, yes, on Saturday. But the last time we were at 45,000 was months ago. It was back way around here. Now, what does the analysis say about this? I'll come back to the analysis in a second. But let me look at Ethereum, which, as you know, Ethereum gets second fiddle when it comes to broadcast media. But I'm more excited about Ethereum because look at Ethereum's run. It's gone from 1,700 to 3,000. How long has it been above 3,000? It's been above 3,000 now for, let's see, it's nearly a couple hours. So that is very impressive. When was the last time Ethereum went above 3,000? A long time ago. Look at this chart. So it's a long time ago. Look how much Ethereum has rebounded on this chart versus how much Bitcoin has rebounded on its chart. Yeah, you see it's slightly different. A Bitcoin is still, has half of that peak to regain here. Bitcoin is really only about here and has all that to get to 60,000. Bitcoin has another 20,000 to get to 60,000, or 15,000. But over on Ethereum, when you look at Ethereum's chart, the highest Ethereum ever went was 4,000, and it only really went there for a second. Before that, it was at 3,200, and it's right now at 3,000, 3,100. So Ethereum could reach its all-time high very quickly. But will that story get carried in the broadcast media? No. Will it be carried in the cryptocurrency industry? Yes. And that's why the two charts, I think the Ethereum one is the one that's more compelling at the moment. Certainly, if you look at your, if you go into coinmarketcap.com and you look at the market's only up 4% today, but Ethereum is up 19% in the last 7 days. Bitcoin is up 15%. So where are we going? I'm always cautious, as you know. I'm never aggressive in my predictions. And at the moment, my prediction is the following. The next 5 days are going to be so critical. They're really going to be critical about seeing how high we're going. Because Ethereum went down 3% every 48 hours. If it goes back up 3% every 48 hours, then 3% every 48 hours, you could be at 4,000 by the end of this week. You could be at Ethereum's all-time high by the end of this week. Bitcoin, if it goes up 3% every 48 hours, it could be at 60,000 in, about 2 weeks, about 3 weeks. So what are some analysts saying at the moment? They're saying there is no downside push on Bitcoin, Ethereum at the moment. I agree. But that's just today. I mean, that's sort of ridiculous. There was downside on Sunday, a lot of downside. So that's just today. If you're a viewer of this channel, you know what happens. Monday through Friday, beginners and advanced viewers, all viewers of this channel understand what Monday through Friday does with cryptocurrency. Monday is the second highest day of the week. Tuesday is a down day. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is all over the place. Friday evening is usually down until Friday night is when it starts to pick up. Then Saturday is the highest point of the whole week. Sunday is the worst day of the week. And Monday is the second best day of the week. So to report on Monday's news as being the whole outlook for the whole week is wrong. That's bad reporting. But on the other hand, I want to see what happens on, I know Tuesday will likely be down, but I want to see what happens on Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe Friday. I want to see what they're doing. Even if they're flat and then they give a massive run on Saturday, that could signal a lot. I mean, if Bitcoin got to 50,000 on Friday, just went up another 5,000, the whole market is going to change and lift with it. So I think this is really, really the signaling of a major event. My last indicator was to say, hey, if Ethereum gets over 3,000 or Bitcoin gets over 45,000, we're going from bear to bull. Well, we got that. So the next stop is to realize, is this something that's sustainable? And if you've been with this channel for a long time, you've seen one of the graphics I'm about to show you, which is trading ranges. It just came in the back of my mind because trading ranges are really important to look at. I don't know if I can even find the graphic on the slot on the jump here. Oh, I do. Okay, here it is. So here is a graphic I made many, many months ago. And this graphic you see right here shows that at the time, Bitcoin was trading in a range of 40 to 60. This graphic, I think this graphic was made in May or June. And that showed how Bitcoin was not going below 40, but not going above 60. It was a range. Bitcoin has always had ranges. And once it breaks through what I call resistance levels, which is what this red line is, there's a resistance on the lower end and a resistance on the higher end, then it goes higher. It's the same as a stock. What did it do this last week? It broke through the resistance level of 40,000. Then it broke through the resistance level today of 45,000. It's just like Ethereum that broke through the resistance level of 3,000. The next trading range, what will it be for Bitcoin? Well, we're going to see if Bitcoin is going to be a $50,000 to $40,000 trading range, or if it's just going to be a $45,000 to $40,000 trading range, or whether it's just going to zoom right up. When coins go straight up, they break through a trading range. It's funny, the graphic right next to it on the platform here that we work with is this one. I was just looking at it, I'm like, can you imagine? This was describing what happened to Doge this was Doge in May. And I said, that is a slide, not a dip. It's a downward trend line. I mean, look at that graphic. So Doge has a long way to go. Doge is doing beautifully right now. It's doing really quite nice. But imagine, I mean, Doge was 76 cents stock coin. So Doge has a long way to go. But this graphic here is very indicative of what Bitcoin may give us next. There's another graphic I'm looking at. Here's Polygon. Polygon, a 170. This is where Polygon was trading in a range of about 170. So what's Polygon doing right now? What's Doge doing right now? Let's jump in the charts. So here is Doge, and just had a beautiful overnight. It went from 24 all the way up to 26. But the bigger story is what it's done since Friday. It's gone from 20 to 26, and 6 cents on a 20-cent coin is deliciousness. I mean, it's great. And its downtrend on Sunday was not that bad. It only went from 27 to about 24, and only about 3 cents. So that's pretty delicious. Polygon is really fascinating. Polygon has had a very big run in just a few hours, from 105 to 115. That's 10% in just a few hours. Now, Polygon once was the darling of this channel, and you saw the graphic from May. It was a $1.50 coin. You want to see some walk down memory lane? Let's walk down some memory lane and look at some of the numbers back at the time. That was back in the summer. Hedera, 33 cents, Cardano, $1.89, Shiba, Kusama. We had some really big numbers at the time. Shiba was doing well at the time. We had Cardano, we had Kusama that was doing big numbers then, 528. So, we are far away from that benchmark of what we saw at the time. Cardano was going up, 13% at a time during that run. That period is not upon us at the moment. But let's look and see what's going on with the rest of the coins right now. So Aave, how well is Aave doing right now? Aave is doing impressive. It's been as low as 340 today and as high as 380. So that's a $40 movement on a $300 coin. That's over 10%. How about 7 days? Let's look at the 7 days on Aave. There you go. So Aave 300 to 380. So $80 on a $300 coin. That's a lot. That is almost $100 movement on a $300 coin. That's almost 30% in just 7 days. Decentraland has it done as well? The answer is a no. 69 cents to 74 cents. So there you see one coin in the sort of the same universe not doing as well. Here's SushiSwap. Has SushiSwap done as well as Aave? It went from $8 to $10. That's pretty good. So a $2 movement on an $8 coin. That is great. I think SushiSwap has a lot of lift in it. So almost as good as Aave. And then Synthetic. How about Synthetic? How well is Synthetic doing right now? Let's look at the chart on Synthetic. It's gone from 9 to 10. So not as good. And then AMP, as you saw in the opening remarks, horrible. So why am I showing these other coins like AMP and Decentraland and comparing it against Aave and things like that? Because I want to show you what is troubling me. And what's troubling me is crypto had its best time from January to May. And from January to May, you could buy any coin and they would go up 1,000%. You wouldn't have to look at it. And you come back in May and you have 1,000% return your investment. It was that simple. Then from May started the bear market and coins went down. We have not had good news from Bitcoin and Ethereum that has continued more than 48 hours since May. Bitcoin and Ethereum has delivered great news for now, upwards of almost 10 days. And the great news is 45,000 on Bitcoin and 3,000 on Ethereum. With that, you would presume that a lot of coins that work on the Ethereum network and a lot of other coins in the market would say, wow, we're back to a bull market. Congratulations. No. AMP is down. SushiSwap, Live, Decentraland, Synthetic, sort of flat. They don't look like they're doing much of anything. I mean, Aave is a great coin, and I don't want to just sort of throw only good coins into this videos because then you'll say everything looks great. No, it's, so suddenly I'm realizing, wait a second. If Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing that well, why is nothing else doing that well? So with that, are you concerned? Yeah, I'm concerned as well, because that's why these next 5 days, I want to see really two things to happen. I want to see that Ethereum and Bitcoin stay at these levels or get better. I don't want them to lose the steam. And second, I want to see the rest of the market do well, because the rest of the market is not doing great numbers at the moment. They're just sort of, here is a little bit and here is a little bit there. It doesn't show euphoria. It doesn't show celebratory mood swings at the moment, because 45,000 on Bitcoin and 3,000 for Ethereum are great events, which should be dragging up the market. We call it downdrafting, where things are going down and something else takes it down with it. But where's the upswing? Nothing is swinging up with Ethereum, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are not pulling things up with them, which is very, very confusing. And I don't like to see it, because that makes me cause some concern that maybe we are not in a really comprehensive bull market. Let's go into a split screen to understand this market right now, because you see my concern, where two coins are doing astronomical great news for now, upwards of a week and a half, and the rest of the market is not celebrated with them. Something's wrong. So let's go into the market right now, coinmarketcap.com. We're going to click on the second column, the 24-hour, to see the best performing coin right now. XFIN up 24%. Internet Computer up 16% again. Internet Computers had 2 big days in a row, folks. There's Raven up 15%, and then the rest, Chills up 12%. Haven't seen Chills do well in a while. And there's FITS token up 11%. The rest of the market, the whole market is up 5% for the day. That's good, 5%. Again, that's not 10% or 20%, it's 5%. So what is the 7-day? What is the best performing coin over the last 7 days? Raven up 60%, Internet Computer up 50%, ELG up 40%, Voyager Token up 50%, HOT up 35%, and Doge up 24%, Shiba up 22%. So we have a lot of Ethereum up 20%, Solana up 17%. So we have a lot of coins up 15, 20, 20% in 7 days. That is the sort of indicator of what I want to see this week, because coins have a lot to gain, to pick up. I mean, 20% when you've lost so much since May, if you do a couple of weeks of gaining 20% back, you'll be back to normal very, very quickly. But if this week is only up a 5% for the week, then this is not a very robust rebound. Let's look at the best performing coins again today. There's only one coin over 20%, and then there is only one coin over 18%. The rest of the coins are up 5 or 6%, which brings me back to what I thought was the situation. Now you and I understand where the situation is, which is the following. There's an old theory. Good days after good days is just great news. If a coin can deliver 3% up every single day, Monday through Friday, that's great news, because it just sort of adds on and adds on. It just piles up, because by the end of the week, you'll have a very nice return. But if a coin goes up 4% on Monday and down 6% on Tuesday, up 4% on Wednesday and down 10% on Thursday, then that will be what Ethereum did from May to just a few weeks ago. It had days up, but its days down were worse. What Ethereum is doing well now is it just only has days up, even if they're just small days up. And Bitcoin is having only days up, even if they're small days up. So with that, we're going to see a lot of developing details. Am I changing my approach for anything across the board? Only potentially for Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. I told you that I had 3 approaches. 1, day trading. 2nd, flipping. Then buying and holding. My day trading is buying a coin, having the run up of 20% in a day and a half, then getting out. Ironically, no coin's doing that for us at the moment. They're not having big movements at the moment in daily movements, with the exception of like an Internet Computer. So your day trading, trying to get an additional 20% out of the coin, is hard. What are you doing with day trading? You're looking for a coin that's up 18%. You then open up the chart and see, can I get another 20% up for the day for that coin in a day and a half? If you can, you buy the coin and you hold it until it gets up 20%. Once it's up 20%, get ready to get out. If it's still up, you stay in. If it starts a downtrend, get out and take that 20% profit. You're in the position for a day and a half. That's what day trading is called on this channel. The second position is flipping, where you're in the position for 3 days. You buy the position on the same approach in, but you hold it for upwards of 3 days. At the second day, it may tank, but by the third day, it's about to tank, and get ready to get out and take those profits. Am I changing my position on my buy and hold coins? No, I've always said I like buying and holding Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm not buying Ethereum or Bitcoin at these price levels. Absolutely not. Am I buying anything to hold for 3 months? I'm not confident yet about this market. You can do what you wish. You can be a little bit more aggressive and just say, hey, I'll buy Polygon at 109 and maybe go to 150, and but I'm still concerned about the fact that I do not see broad rallying on other coins of substantial movements that mirror Bitcoin and Ethereum that have been doing this for 2 weeks. So that's what I want to see this week. I want to see, number 1, if Ethereum stays level above 3,000. 2, also that Bitcoin stays level above 45,000. Number 3, that we see the same type of movement in other coins that Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. If we don't see that, then there's going to be cause of concern, because this will be the second week in which Bitcoin and Ethereum did well and other coins did not. Last week, Bitcoin and Ethereum did well, and coins were either flat or down for the week. So we have to see other coins celebrating this movement uptrend, because otherwise it won't make any sense. And with that, thank you for joining me on a big day across the board. Join me every day 3 times on air for crypto. I'm here on Mornings Crypto every day at 9:45 on air live, and then Overnight's Crypto starting at 3:45 Pacific Standard Time daily on this channel as well. Some nights as well is evenings LA. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers. Join me across the board and become a subscriber with the fastest growing cryptocurrency channel for a reason. I cover all the options, all the opportunities, all the trading possibilities for both beginners and advanced 2 to 3 times a day. Join this channel as it expands into stock coverage as well in the next few days. Subscribe, like this video, and consider becoming a member. Have a beautiful day and always stay informed, stay smiling.